All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're going deep on Alex Pereira.
A fighter with a serious warrior aura, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like,
just looking at the guy.
mythical knockout power. I mean, some of the knockouts he's had
It's scary.
are absolutely terrifying, even just watching on screen. And the craziest part is, this is a guy who went from working in a tire shop in the favelas of Sao Paulo to becoming a champion in the UFC.
Yeah, I mean...
It's wild.
How is that even possible? Right. You see that story and you're like, no way. It seems scripted.
It does. Like, how
could that be real?
Did that even happen? It's insane.
Yeah.
But it's not just the physical strength with this guy.
Right, exactly.
It's the mental resilience. It's like he was forged in the fires of hardship.
So, forged in fire is a great way to put it.
Yeah, give me a picture of Pereira's early life. What was that like?
I mean, imagine growing up in the favelas, surrounded by poverty and limited opportunities.
Yeah.
It's like you just don't even have a chance, right?
Yep.
And then add to that, he loses his brother, and you start to understand the weight he was carrying from a young age.
Yeah.
It's tragic. And on top of all that, forced to grow up way too fast, starts working at a tire shop when he was only 12 years old.
Oh, 12 years old. I can't even imagine the pressure, the responsibility. I mean,
it's crazy.
That's before you even know who you are, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
12 years old. And as if all of that isn't enough, he finds himself battling alcohol addiction.
Yeah, it's like...
You think about the despair that can lead somebody down that path.
At that age, it's like, what are you even running from?
I know.
There's just so much there.
It's such a reminder of how circumstances can shape somebody, way before they've even had a chance to figure anything out.
For sure, yeah.
But then, this is where the story changes, right? He finds kickboxing, and it becomes his lifeline.
Yeah.
Enter his coach, Bellavera, who not only recognizes Pereira's talent, which is obviously immense, but he also sees this potential for something greater.
Yes, something more than just fighting, right?
Yeah, so Vera becomes more than just a coach, right? He's like a mentor.
A mentor, father figure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's this crazy anecdote about Vera, like punching Pereira in the stomach during training.
Yeah, I've heard this.
It's wild. Not to be cruel.
No, not at all.
But it was calculated, right, to awaken something.
To awaken the jaguar, to awaken that power that...
Break them down to build them up.
And her strength.
Stronger than ever. I love it.
Yeah. I mean, some people might think it's cruel.
Yeah.
But it was just what he needed.
That's the turning point, right?
It was the turning point.
That's where he starts channeling all the pain.
All the rage, the sadness, the struggle.
And it all becomes about fighting.
Right into his fighting.
This is where we get into the Jaguar style.
So Jaguar style, yeah.
Which, again, it's more than just fighting.
It's more than just punches and kicks.
Right. It's like connected to...
It's connected to his ancestry.
His
heritage.
And Vera, also of indigenous descent.
Right, yeah.
Introduces him to this unique style steeped in the warrior spirit of their shared heritage.
Yeah, you're thinking fluid movements, explosive strikes.
I'm getting chills.
Predatory instincts.
I'm picturing a jaguar.
Yeah, exactly.
Like in the jungle,
Like stalking its prey.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, he wasn't even aware of his indigenous roots before this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So discovering this part of himself unlocked a whole new level, right?
Wow, that's wild.
It's like... his fighting became an extension of who he was,
Right.
Honoring his past, but also making his own way.
So how does this translate into his kickboxing career? He's got this newfound power.
It's like a force of nature. Titles start racking up state, national, international. He becomes known for this knockout power.
It's crazy.
That seems almost mythical, right?
Yeah, it's like, where did that even come from?
And then, of course, every fighter's got their rivals. And for Pereira, it's Israel Adesanya.
It's the stuff of legend.
Oh, yeah.
Clash of styles.
Lashes, personalities. It's like a movie.
It is.
Right. The fans love it.
Oh, yeah.
It starts with this controversial decision loss in China.
Oh, so there's unfinished business right away.
Right from the beginning. And then their second fight, Pereira gets knocked out for the first time.
Oh, wow.
It's humbling. Even the strongest warriors can fall.
Yeah, nobody's invincible.
Exactly. But then there's this moment after the fight.
Yeah.
Adesanya's son approaches Pereira on the canvas.
Oh, wow.
It's this small gesture, but it's like, respect.
Yeah.
Despite this crazy rivalry.
Even in this brutal world.
They're still human.
Yeah. So at this point, Pereira is a huge star in kickboxing.
Oh, yeah. He's on top of the world.
But then what leads him to MMA?
It's ambition, wanting to test himself.
Sure.
And it doesn't hurt that he starts training with Glover Teixeira.
The UFC veteran.
Right. They form this bond.
I see.
Inside and outside of the gym.
Oh, nice.
Teixeira becomes a mentor, guides him on his MMA journey.
That's got to be invaluable.
Oh, yeah.
To have that kind of experience.
The wisdom.
Yeah. But, of course, it wasn't all easy.
No, life always throws curveballs.
Remember that incident with the stolen truck?
Oh, man. That's right. Talk about bad timing.
It's crazy how life throws you those things.
It really is. But, it shows his resilience, bouncing back from adversity.
He doesn't give up.
Nope. And all the while, the banter with Adesanya.
Oh, yeah.
It's going back and forth.
They're both climbing the ranks.
It's adding fuel to the fire.
It's like they're destined to clash.
Oh, yeah.
In the UFC.
It's inevitable.
So how does his UFC career unfold? I mean, we know about the mythical knockout power.
Well, it translates, that's for sure.
Okay.
His debut, a knockout, sends shockwaves through the division.
Everyone's on notice.
Yeah, like, oh, this guy's for real. And then he knocks out Sean Strickland.
Another top contender.
Oh, yeah. On his way to the title shot against, you guessed it,
Adesanya. What a statement. It's like he arrives fully formed.
Ready to conquer.
And he does, at least at first, right?
He wins the first fight, 5th round TKO, middleweight champion.
It's the culmination of everything.
Years of hard work.
The ultimate underdog story.
Overcoming the impossible.
Yeah, it's incredible. But there's a twist, right?
There's always a twist. In the rematch, Adesanya wins.
Oh, no.
Yeah, with a brutal knockout that went viral.
So it's like fortunes can change just like that.
Just like that. Victory is never guaranteed.
Talk about a roller coaster. So what does Pereira do?
Well, he decides to move up to light heavyweight.
Oh. Yeah,
it's partly because of the weight cuts. They were really tough.
Makes sense. He's a big guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then his first fight at light heavyweight, he faces Jan Blachowicz, a former champ, a tough opponent.
How does that one go? Does the power transfer?
It's a war. Back and forth, a real test.
Yep.
But he wins. A hard-fought decision.
What a statement. I mean, he's not just a knockout artist.
Right. He can go the distance.
He adapts.
He's well-rounded.
So impressive. This guy's driven.
Oh, yeah. He wants to make history. Conquer multiple divisions.
It's inspiring. But his story, is it over?
It's still being written. He's achieved incredible things.
Yeah.
But there's this sense that he's not done.
Right.
New challenges, new rivals, maybe even unfinished business with Adesanya.
I get that feeling. I feel like we're just scratching the surface here.
Yeah.
But before we dive even deeper into Alex Pereira, his fighting style, his mental game, the impact of this incredible journey.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Sounds good.
Don't go anywhere.
We'll be right back after this.
Right.
To dive deeper into the Jaguar.
Right.
We'll be back.
And we're back, ready to get into the nuts and bolts of Alex Pereira's fighting style.
Yeah, I'm fascinated by this Jaguar style. We've talked about his power, but what about the technique? What makes it so effective?
Well, like we said, it's rooted in his indigenous heritage.
It's all about feints and deception. He creates these openings that his opponents just don't see coming.
So it's more than just brute force.
Yeah, there's an art to it.
Okay.
He's a master at disguising his intentions, lulling his opponent into this false sense of security.
And bam.
And then, boom, unleashes this devastating strike.
Right, and there's that explosiveness.
The raw power, every punch, every kick. It's really like watching a jaguar pounce on its prey.
Yeah.
Incredible speed and precision.
It's almost poetic in a way.
It is, yeah.
But fighting's a mental game too, right?
Oh, absolutely.
How does Pereira approach that side of things?
Well, I think it's his self-belief, He's been through so much poverty, addiction, setbacks in the ring.
Yeah.
He's never lost sight of his goals.
He just keeps going.
He doesn't doubt himself.
That's powerful, especially in a sport as tough as this.
Yeah, you gotta have that mental toughness.
Stay composed under pressure.
Take those hits and keep coming back.
That's Pereira. We focused on his fighting and his rivalry with Adesanya.
Right.
But I want to touch on his relationship with Glover Teixeira.
Teixeira. A special bond.
Yeah?
More than just coach and student, a real friendship.
I can see that.
based on respect and admiration.
And Teixeira, a former champion himself.
Right.
So much experience to share.
Yeah, he was a huge help in Pereira's training.
Imagine the insights he could provide.
The things he's seen, the lessons he's learned,
Exactly.
helped refine his technique, grappling skills, and that mental game we were just talking about.
Yeah, dealing with the UFC, it's a whole other animal.
It is, yeah. And it wasn't just about fighting.
Oh, okay.
Teixeira was there outside the gym too, helping him adjust to life in a new country.
Yeah, that's huge.
The cultural differences, the language barrier.
It sounds like Teixeira was instrumental in Pereira's success.
Absolutely. And, Pereira's story has probably inspired others too.
Yeah, I can see that.
The symbol of hope.
The human spirit overcoming adversity.
Achieving greatness.
It's that classic rags to riches.
People love that.
But it's deeper than that, right?
It is.
It's about that resilience.
That unwavering determination.
Yeah, it goes beyond cultural boundaries.
It's universal.
He's not just a fighter, he's an inspiration.
For sure.
And he emphasizes embracing your heritage, finding strength in your roots.
Like with the Jaguar style.
Yeah.
Integrating his indigenous background into his fighting.
He's reclaiming a part of himself.
Finding his identity.
And he's inspiring others to do the same.
Connecting with their heritage.
Yeah, it's amazing. So let's talk about Pereira's legacy in MMA.
His legacy,
How's he changed the game?
Well, he's brought a level of excitement
Okay.
to the middleweight and light heavyweight divisions. I mean, that knockout power.
Keeps everyone on edge.
You never know what's going to happen.
It's must-see TV.
And his style, the Jaguar style.
Right.
It's forced other fighters to adapt, to evolve.
They got to be ready for anything.
They can't rely on just boxing or wrestling.
We'll give you well-rounded.
They got to be ready for the unconventional.
The unpredictable.
Yeah. And beyond his fighting, he's a role model.
Especially for young fighters.
From tough backgrounds.
Proving that anything is possible.
With hard work and belief.
A message that resonates with everyone.
Overcoming adversity, chasing your dreams.
Never giving up.
Alex Pereira in a nutshell.
That's his legacy.
Fighter, inspiration, cultural icon.
Amazing. So as we wrap up this deep dive, what are the key takeaways?
Resilience, first and foremost.
Yeah.
Pereira's faced so many challenges.
But he never let them define him.
He learned from setbacks, came back stronger.
We all have that capacity, right?
And overcome adversity.
And then there's the power of embracing your heritage.
Like Pereira and his indigenous roots.
It shaped his journey, his fighting style.
Cultural heritage can be a powerful force.
It's a beautiful message.
It is, yeah.
Especially in a world that often tries to erase those differences.
We need to celebrate diversity.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Pereira's story is still being written. He's achieved so much, but it feels like there's more to come.
New challenges, new goals.
Maybe even that unfinished business with Adesanya.
It's exciting to think about.
But even if he retires tomorrow, his legacy is secure.
Fighter, inspiration, a true icon.
Absolutely. From the favelas to a global icon, it's incredible.
And he's done it all his own way, never compromising.
We talk about athletes as role model.
Yeah.
But Pereira's story, it's more than just athletic achievement.
It's deeper, yeah.
It's that resilience, the determination.
He just never gave up.
Believing in yourself even when no one else does.
And he always comes back stronger.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, what's the one thing you want listeners to remember?
I think it's that simple message. No matter where you come from, you can achieve greatness.
It's powerful, right?
Pereira's journey proves it. Hard work, perseverance, self-belief.
It resonates with everyone.
It doesn't matter your background, your goals.
It's about finding that inner strength.
That warrior spirit.
We all have it.
Tapping into it. Not just for ourselves.
Yeah.
But to lift others up too.
So to everyone listening, remember Alex Pereira.
Let his story inspire you.
You are capable of incredible things.
Embrace the challenges.
Chase your dreams.
And never give up.
And maybe someday, we'll be doing a deep dive on you.
That's right. You never know.
That's it for this episode of Damaging Hooks.
Thanks for listening.
Make sure to subscribe, like, share this with your friends.
We'll be back soon with another deep dive.
Another incredible story. Another look into the lives of these extraordinary people.
Until then, keep exploring.
Keep learning.
Keep pushing your boundaries.
And most importantly,
never give up.
We'll see you next time.